I love it how I look like a wreck. Fixing camera angle. My water bottle is like right here. That's having pick up on my neck. Wow, honestly though. This week has been rough.
Guys.
Every little thing I just get scared of. I can't leave the house without being terrified of my guinea pigs dying, or an animal dying, or an animal getting hurt. I had counseling earlier, and that was rough. Why? It was a family meeting with my mother. And, she bring up sensitive topics, let alone my mother was the one bringing up sensitive topics. She was like, I understand it's going to be really sensitive and it's going to be heartbreaking, but we're going to start off with Caroline. I was like, do you mean Carolee? That, I don't know why she bring up this. I understand she bring it up for boundaries, but like that was not a topic to start off with, because that family, there was a sexual assault incident that I was involved in, and they crossed the line like a lot. And my counselor didn't find out until about a couple months later. And she didn't report it to CPS because, one, they were going to be gone, aka across the country, and two, I talked to my mother about it. And we all know I don't talk to my mother about those things. And my mother bringing up this counseling. By the way, that happened when I was 14. I'm less than 4 months away from turning 18. So that's one. This is second. We bring up my past relationship with animals, but the issue is my sister wanted to bring up a lot of shit that honestly just tore me down from the inside. It was through text to my mother, and it was a while ago when the whole situation was happening. And so instead of hearing 5 different sides of the story, I heard 6, even though there's only 5 members that were a part of it, exiting me. So what goes on in my family is you take a story, right? The actual truth. No one hears the fucking actual truth, by the way. You have one side, and then me. As into my mother told me something different. It was all apparently blaming me. The thing never actually happened. My mom, my dad, my older sister Caitlin, my twin, and my sister's roommate, Shane, which is a male. They are not dating. Caitlin and Shane are not dating. I'm going to clarify that so many fucking times. Even though Caitlin wants them to be. Caitlin has made up so much shit just since Shane moved here. Even my father made up shit, saying that there was something going on between Shane and I, even though we literally met, and then 2 days later we were just sitting there talking in the office. Let alone, my older sister apparently told my mother that I talked shit about Caitlin. And I was like, why the fuck would I tell her roommate that? The only person that knows is my counselor if I talk shit about anyone. What I say in my counselor's office doesn't leave that space unless I have said it outside of it before to someone else that I know, as into a friend or something. I've never talked shit about my family to a friend or anyone outside of my family. I am. Okay. Anyway, she was a rescue. Shay's, and not Oreo. It was Patches. Mom's was Patches. Shay's was caramel, and mine was spice. It was a big cage. It was 2 stories. Shay would go around school saying, bragging. I don't know why it was a bragging matter, but 2 out of 3 guinea pigs were hers. If that's true, you should be cleaning 2 out of 3 of the cage. No. I was cleaning the whole fucking cage every single time. Every single weekend. I didn't have a weekend then. I didn't have weekends. I didn't have weekdays. I didn't have a life. I still remember, like, the first time we ever talked about getting me a guinea pig, and all the times that we were out with friends, and then we'd come home, and then my mom was, oh, the person finally left. Wow. And we came home, and it was the first time that my mom brought home bunnies, and it was Charlotte and Sim, and of course they were getting put in Caitlin's room. But that just laid extra work on me. I took care of her animals. She never took care of them, but yet called every single animal in this house hers. She called Smudge and Ebony, which was my mom's bunnies, hers. She called my guinea pigs hers. And it's like, think of it this way. She's an adult living at my father's house. By the time being that she was here, I took care of her birds. She called Nibbles hers, which Nibbles was a family bird. Actually, we got her as a rescue, as into my mom and I. And Caitlin just so happened to be there. Nia was hers, and Rose was hers. Rose is still alive, so Rose is still hers. Nia was the first bird to ever pass. She passed in when Caitlin was in 9th grade and I was in 7th grade. My brother killed her. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about how, I'm not getting into that because that's a whole different story for a whole nother day. Nibbles, how she died, got sick. With a cold. I got blamed for her death. How? Why? Because I had a life. I had plans. And Shay asked me to stay home watching over her because Shay was leaving to go to a dance and Caitlin was not there. I'm no longer friends with that friend. But I was at her house at a birthday party asking to stay the night, and my mom was like, no, I need you home ASAP. I'm coming to get you now. And I'm like, you don't even let me talk to my friend? Like, I was pissed off. And we got home and she passed, and it was... What was even more heartbreaking was the fear in Bristol's eyes because she looked at the cage and then looked at my mom and then looked at the door and kept just like... And she whined, and it was like their relationship was the cutest thing. She was only 3. And then every single time that we get guinea pigs, I take care of them. We have... Matter of fact, when Shay... There was literally a cage of just my mom and Shay's. Yeah, thanks. There was literally a cage. I don't want an army of chihuahuas. I'm sorry, but they're the most annoyingest dog that I've... Oh, and Yorkies. I don't want to... No. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yes, how dare me. I have an army of guinea pigs. There was a cage of my mom's guinea pig and Shay's guinea pig, and I took care of them. Sorry.
Yes, I get an army of you. I don't know what you're doing.
But, God, everyone loves to scare me. So, I left all of Thanksgiving break. Came home to 2 dead guinea pigs. When I had auditioned for Mamma Mia of last year, I was in a musical. Not only did I come home to my dead guinea pig after rehearsals and my guinea pig was dead in her cage, but I also broke my ribs. So literally mid-season. So I didn't get casted for this musical because of my schedule, but I'm glad I didn't get casted because I cannot leave. Like, I literally come home and I spend time with my animals. Like, So my mom gets home and calls me downstairs. Well, correction, Shay does. And I was like, what? Well, screaming it because they're all the way downstairs. And they're like, it's the dog's cage. And I was like, and I'm thinking the worst, that my dog got their head stuck in the freaking kennel, like bars. No, it was literally just a simple lifting job that no one can do in my family, apparently, except me. What are you chewing? Anyways. Do you see my guinea pig? Her name's Waffles. She lives in a cage alone. Oh, and another thing about my older sister is that every single time that we talk about a guinea pig passing or something, she's like, how old are they? And we said the age. She was like, guinea pigs are supposed to live up to 12 years. And I'm like, actually, no. Actually, no. Anyways, I don't know who's on. I was literally just gonna end it to go down to visit with my mother. But, my family just loves scaring me. And so, at this point, yeah. Girlie, you're chewing on my shirt. Oh. Hi. You used to be my crying buddy. What are you chewing on? Anyways, I'm gonna go. Okay.